Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we're going to be playing LeBlanc, and I'll be facing off against the Nautilus adventure from the Titans of Runeterra campaign. I figured since I need to beat this adventure with a Noxian champion, I should use one I haven't used in a while, like LeBlanc. And LeBlanc is a fairly decent champion anyway. The fact that we'll be summoning a LeBlanc every time we attack with a leveled up champion is probably going to be great, considering we can run double Guardian's Orb to give 6 epic items to random cards in our deck, and an Everfrost to stall the game out a bit. The extra mana is also going to be nice. We summon LeBlanc on turn 1 because of it. So yeah, hopefully things turn out well. Lethality, proper offerings, rush them down. That's interesting. The enemy's nexus always has stuff in this adventure. I wonder how that interacts with lethality. Either way, I'm still going to reroll here. We don't really benefit a lot from any of those powers. Endurance, boarding party, Dragon's Rage, yeah. And that's another reroll. Mystic Meditation, Counterfeit Production, Afterlife Forbidden. I'm inclined to pick Counterfeit Production just because we can shuffle more copies of a card we have in our hand into the deck in order to hopefully boost the consistency of the item hits that we generate with LeBlanc. And I don't really want to use all of my rerolls here at the start. So yeah, let's pick up the Counterfeit Production. I guess we're going to play a bit more towards a value game plan than an aggressive one. We can still go infinite if we hit a Rallying Banner on the LeBlanc. Okay. Do I want to shuffle more LeBlancs into the deck? I think so, just because I want to see if I hit a LeBlanc with the items. Yep. Hitting a LeBlanc with the items is huge. Because now LeBlanc has a higher chance of getting items on her, which in turn should result in more or a higher chance of winning, because we're going to just get a Rallying Banner on LeBlanc and then have infinite attacks. At least that's the plan. Ouch. I need to jump block all of these, otherwise I'm going to take too much damage. I'm still going to take too much damage though. At least I'll level up LeBlanc.
The black rose blooms once more.
So we can start doubling up LeBlanc. Though I'll do it next turn, not now. That's a very buffed up Blade's Edge. Let's see if I can get some hits on the mirror image.
Seeing double.
Okay, that's some nice items we got on LeBlanc. It would be nice if we hit the Rallying Banner. Okay, we don't. But it appears the opponent just gave up and decided to let us win. To be fair, it did deal 17 damage to my Nexus out of auto with a single attack, so maybe I should be concerned. And we don't really have a lot of regeneration. Yeah, we have 4 regeneration baseline for Noxus. That doesn't bode well for me. If you've played a spell on me this round, I strike the weakest enemy for 4 mana, and considering we generate a a sharpened resolve with this deceptively deadly, I think this is worth it, right? In a good situation, it goes 2 for 1. Thresh, Diana, Malphite. Diana is interesting. Thresh for free is nice. What would I even want here? I suppose Thresh can cheat out a LeBlanc. But we don't really have a lot of sacrificial outlets for either the Blighted Caretaker or the Crumble. That's my main concern. But Thresh is free. I'll pick up the Thresh. Solitary Monk or Item Chest. Let's go for the Solitary Monk. Since it's behind an encounter that doesn't have Overwhelm. As opposed to the Kato encounter, which I know for a fact can really mess us up. RL is a decent keep, right? We drop her down turn 1, or we can drop her down turn 1. And then she strikes something. Problem is she's not going to hit much of anything. Oh! I can go Thresh LeBlanc. That's nice. That's fine. Let's get more copies of LeBlanc. Try and get some decent items on her. Elusive. Could be worse.
My move.
Does this level up LeBlanc? No. It's 7 plus 5, so we're 3 off, which we get off of the Sharpened Resolve. I suppose we're pulling here. Wait. No level up, really? Did I miscount? Oh, right. Because the opponent's Nexus is stuff. It won't level up the LeBlanc unless he blocks with the Bubble Bear. Let's hope the opponent is dumb and blocks. Okay, he doesn't block with the Bubble Bear. Should have figured. Still, I can go for someplace this turn. Blade's Edge kills that and levels up LeBlanc.
I whisper truth into lies.
And then I can go ahead and use the mirror image to stun that thing. It's a bit of a shame that I have to use it defensively instead of offensively, but I'll manage. Ooh, we hit Rallying Banner. That's important. Now we can do this and just chain infinite attacks. Let's buff up the Thresh. Give Thresh LeBlanc's keywords. This gives us a rally. And now we just attack an infinite amount of times and the opponent dies. Turns out the games get pretty easy when we get the infinite damage combo. I feel like the counterfeit production is getting a bit of value. The 4 extra copies of LeBlanc definitely help the consistency of the hit. The Etherfiend, the Elixir of Wrath, Indestructible. Going to pick up the Indestructible, but I'm not happy about it. I definitely want to cut cards here. We need to keep our deck consistent. Probably the Crumble. just because it's the slowest option we have currently in our deck. I suppose I could use a few more trims on the deck. Evolution. Allies have +1/+1 for each keyword. No way I'm passing that up. LeBlanc gets +1/+1 baseline. But considering the fact that she can get more keywords, it ends up being a buff that grows over time. Lord Broadbane or the Thalassophobia encounter. The Thalassophobia encounter's rewards are definitely better. The question is, can I survive the Thalassophobia encounter? And the answer is, I'm pretty sure no. Because there's no way this isn't the harder version of the encounter, where the list is doubled. So the opponent can just start a free attack with something once per turn. That means I have to go for this. This guy has removal and that's annoying to deal with. Especially when our game plan centers around leveling up LeBlanc. And then attacking with her a bunch of times. Guess I still have to do it just because the bottom path is something I can take on. Or I'm afraid to take on. Not the best starting hand. Let's mulligan everything but the Legion Saboteur. Worst case scenario, it's a to drop. That can jump block. Let's try to bait the opponent's removal out by summoning a Thresh. Okay, not removal but a stun effect. Let's go for the LeBlanc. Okay, not bad. We're working towards our win con, leveling up LeBlanc. Next turn we drop down the Blade's Edge and we can level up the LeBlanc at fast speed. This levels up LeBlanc before she dies, right? This is dealing 4 + 4 = 8, so we can buff LeBlanc out of range. Sure.
I whisper truth into lies.
He summons the Lord Broadmane back, but fortunately I have the LeBlanc in hand.
Time to make an appearance.
Unfortunately we are not getting the rally effect on LeBlanc. Well, there's still a chance we get one here. I'm going to summon a copy first before attacking. We can get more mirror images after the attack. There we go. There's the rally effect.
We're gonna make them afraid of us.
Well, now the game's over. No way the opponent can stop infinite attacks. Well, and I already had lethal on board. The unfortunate part is definitely the fact that
It was inevitable.
any damage that I take in an encounter is basically permanent. Aurok, Lindhorn, Glimpsed Beyond, Armored Tusk Rider. This is just a massive stat stick. I don't think we can win off of that. Glimpsed Beyond at least is card draw. The deck is definitely not turning out the way I wanted it to, but we're making it work. Do I want to pay for the healing? I think so, just because we're against Darius, and Darius can be a problem if he levels up. I mean, if we get lucky, we can stall out Darius indefinitely with LeBlanc, but we don't want to risk, or we don't want to bet everything on luck. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. The Thresh can come down for free. And hopefully we draw LeBlanc, yeah. We're getting very lucky with drawing both our champions in our opening hand. Let's see if the opponent has, yep, apprehend. With the opponent having apprehend, I can just drop down the LeBlanc, stun the Darius, prevent him from attacking. The problem is he prevents LeBlanc from attacking as well. I guess we're just relying on our other units to help level up LeBlanc. We can remove the Darius with the bloody business. I mean, it's not perfect, but it sure beats having the 14 attack unit striking into me.
Blooms once more.
Okay. He's dealing 5. I can prevent that with Double Blade's Edge. Sure, I'll do it. Not only do I prevent 5 now, I also remove one blocker from the board. Waste one of the opponent's cards and save 1 health from the end of turn effect the opponent has. And now I'm pretty sure I just win, right? I could go for a mirror image, but I don't want to give the opponent priority. Wow, that went surprisingly well.
One step.
I was fully expecting the opponent to deal at least half my health total in damage. Perhaps I didn't need to worry about the health total I had, and I could have gone for a card cut on the healer encounter. Anyway, Iceborne Gauntlet is tempting, but most of the time the opponent only has a unit on board on the first turn. So the stun effect already deals with that, and I think I'd rather have the extra stats on the LeBlanc. So I'll take it. The Colossal Hammer, I mean. Unlimited power, raiding party, Titanic Wake. Well, I guess we're drafting unlimited power and then going for a shop and buying all of the expensive spells. I guess we want the rare item chest for the champion, so we have to face off against Minotaur Reckoner. He only has slow speed stuns, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we can bait out set stuns with our other units and then drop down the LeBlanc on him. Go for the level up then. Now it's the point of the game where our hand can start being a bit more inconsistent. At the very least we won't be able to go for a Thresh LeBlanc, except I am immediately proven wrong. And the opponent decides not to go for any spellcasts. Instead, it just summons a Legion General. Well, this is perfect for me.
But the Black Rose remembers.
Just do this. Oh, right, I should have gone for the Indestructible first. My bad. Now I have to trade in the Thresh if I want to level up the LeBlanc. And I definitely want to level up the LeBlanc. So while unfortunate, it must be done.
Into lies.
This way at least I'll have a stun effect for the Minotaur Reckoner. Ooh, 2 Minotaur Reckoners. That's a bit scary. Also, with the Indestructible, we can go for Infinite LeBlancs. Just a different kind of Infinite LeBlancs. Because they go ahead and die at the end of turn instead of the start, or
Explosives primed.
they'll die no matter what at the end of turn instead of during the attack or at another date. Oh, we got lucky. We hit the Prowling banner. Guess it's over for the opponent.
Nothing personal.
Yeah, that's fine. You do that, opponent. I'll just go for an infinite amount of attacks. Okay, that's a problem. I sure could use a way to prevent the opponent from stunning my LeBlanc. I guess I don't need to worry about it, right? Because I can just drop down another unit and the said unit is going to generate a LeBlanc on attack. So I can still keep chaining the probably effects.
Sharpen the blade, secure the kill.
So it turns out I was fine. I worried for a second there, but it wasn't necessary.
One step closer.
I wonder how this will pair up against Nautilus. Don't remember much of the Nautilus encounter from this adventure. Let's hope it's not too difficult. Page or Colossal Hammer? Or Vampiric Scepter? Honestly, I'm going to take the Vampiric Scepter because the extra longevity is definitely going to go a long way. Sigil of Malice, double damage but cost one more. Nah, we don't need that. Strength in numbers is interesting. When you play a slow spell, copy it onto the same targets, definitely picking that up. An epic shop. Do I want to buy the strengthening numbers? Or do I want to buy power from the epic shop? I guess we're going for the power from the epic shop. I'm too greedy. I could take the strengthening numbers and just summon 4 Legion Marauders actually because of the power we just picked up on the first turn, because our first spell cast each turn is free. But let's go all in on the LeBlanc plan instead. And of course I immediately don't draw LeBlanc because of that. Should have figured I wouldn't get this lucky every time. I'm actually going to go RL. I can go for a box here. I'm going to go for a sharpened resolve on the RL. I strike the weakest enemy, so it's going to strike there, killing the Legion Veteran. And then I can use the Blade's Edge on the Wrathful Rider and kill that as well.
Let's make this a
Okay.
night to remember.
We have a nice setup going on. At the very least we're going to be able to prevent the opponent from dealing too much damage to my Nexus.
My reputation.
Let's definitely stun there. Ooh, the Blade's Edge only costs 1 instead of 2. Lucky me. We're going to block there. And I'm going... no, let's not... let's not do the Blade's Edge. It's fine. We'll wait for the next turn.
Trail of their blood.
There she is.
I hate having to put my face
I
on.
was worried for a second we wouldn't draw
For glory.
the LeBlanc.
A legacy.
Turns out we're fine. And we even get to attack twice with her. Never mind, because the opponent's stunning. Our LeBlanc.
I am everywhere. I am everyone. Clumsy footwork.
I can Mirror image to get 2 more LeBlancs. But I'm not certain that's worth it. I'm still going to do it anyway because that's 12 extra items on cards in my deck. And it's also 8 more health.
I helped build this empire.
Sure. This attack's fine, right? Or if I need, I can just Blade's Edge. Oh right, the LeBlanc stuns the opponent unit. Ooh, that's a lot of items on the Blade's Edge. Yeah, sure, I'll use one there. Just remove one of the opponent's units while we're at it.
Give chase.
Let's see what the opponent does here. That would be frightening. Fortunately, I can just summon 2 LeBlancs and stun 2 of your units.
Classic misdirection.
Now you will see my final move.
Can levels up, but that's completely irrelevant. Sure. Let's make it so the opponent kills the one of the Legion veterans.
Leave a trail of their blood.
And now we just attack and kill the opponent on board.
Smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, the Vampiric Scepter definitely feels good. Even if we had taken a bunch of damage here, or this game, just on board we have 12 healing. We did come into the game with 5 less health, so it's not like all of the healing was wasted, but yeah, with the LeBlancs constantly being summoned, we just get a decent amount of health restoration going on as well. So yeah, I'm pretty confident that by this point the opponent can't do anything to prevent us from winning the game. Ooh, Spellburn. Actually, Spellburn does nothing in this adventure. Oh well, I didn't have any other cards or powers that were worth picking up. So it's fine. Yeah, I think I want to remove the Blighted Caretaker off the deck. Unfortunately, I haven't played him once, and I don't intend to do so. Now, when a unit dies, the foe tosses and then heals his Nexus 3, so the opponent might last for a while because of all the LeBlanc deaths that we'll have going on. But we'll see how things turn out. We got the lucky or the high roll in terms of the hand, so that's nice.
To go. People see.
Let's do this first. Or I can just strike with the LeBlanc too. Yeah, let's strike with the LeBlanc first. We deal 11, actually 10. Immediately get halfway to the level up con. And then we attack, we level up LeBlanc.
I am everywhere. I am everyone.
And the next turn we can go for a free mirror image. Then both of the opponent's unit that he is going to have on board, and the opponent can't do anything. Never mind. He can and he will. I can try to stop this from happening. I need to reduce the opponent's health total, or the opponent's unit's health total, to less than that of LeBlanc's. So this brings it down by 6, so it goes to 8. So this saves the LeBlanc. Yeah, I still want to go through with that, even if it's not free, unfortunately. Lucky me. And yeah, I'm going to just get double LeBlancs going on. Just because I don't want the opponent's units attacking. What do I do here? I just toss the Blade's Edge to hit the opponent's Nexus. I feel like it mostly because the Blade's Edge has a current and epic item on it. Those champions don't really do much of anything.
I have my orders.
It's fine, next turn is just attack with everything and the opponent dies. Actually no, the opponent hit deep, so Nautilus is going to be very scary. Ah, it's 16 away. It was 16 away, not... Never mind, I was misinterpreting what I read on this card. Turns out we're safe. At least for a while. Can I afford to go for an attack? Actually, yeah. I'm just going to drop down the Legion Drummer and hopefully the opponent removes it. Not like that though. I was hoping for a removal in combat. Well, now I'm in a more precarious position, mostly because I can't really... Actually, I can still attack with the LeBlanc, it's fine.
In position.
I can still attack with the LeBlanc. I can still get another LeBlanc going.
Behind you.
The unfortunate part is that we are actually going to heal the opponent instead of dealing damage. And we haven't hit the rally effect on the LeBlanc yet. Do I want to summon more LeBlancs here? That's a maybe. If I get lucky and hit the rallying banner, do I have a way to proc it? No, I don't. But I'm still going to do it anyway.
Classic misdirection.
Because if I hit the rallying banner now, the LeBlancs are going to have the rallying banner. And if I get that down earlier, yeah, that's important. Because now, if the LeBlanc dies on the opponent's turn, then I just go ahead and rally. So hopefully that can work as a deterrent from the opponent attacking. Opponent's at full health, I'm just not realizing, so it's basically as if I didn't really do much of anything up until this point. And now he's going to obliterate my LeBlanc. And I'm not even going to get the rally effect off, unfortunately. Well, I can still play this LeBlanc. So... not like it's the worst thing in the world, especially considering that this LeBlanc is a 105 attack unit. Sure, opponent, do whatever you want. Okay, now that we have hit the rallying banner on the LeBlanc, the opponent has no chance. Even with Nautilus leveled up.
What a treat.
Let's do this. I guess we're going to buff up the Thresh just so it kills that Drag Dredgers. 300 damage coming your way, opponent. Let's see how you deal with that. Ooh. He actually dealt with one of the or almost all of the Leblancs. Unfortunately, this one still goes through. Deals 100 damage to the opponent's face. And just like that we win.
One step to
That was nice. Leblanc is basically a more balanced Lilia, to be honest. Doesn't change the fact that the game loop with LeBlanc is fun. And it was a nice run. So yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Till then.